This is the Synology DS1618 Plus NAS. It's Synology's first 6-bay NAS. In this video I'm going to be talking about why a 6-bay NAS might be useful for you, also the features of the DS1618 Plus, and I'm also going to be discussing Synology's new C2 backup for those of you out there that might be interested, and also announcing a special giveaway, if you haven't seen it already, of the Synology VMM Pro package for select Synology NASs. So with that all said, it's TechWizTime. Hey guys, Jonathan here with TechWizTime, where I create technology tutorial and review videos. In this video I'm going to be looking at the DS1618 Plus, a 6-bay NAS from Synology. And also don't forget to stick around for the competition details as well. So with that said, let's have a quick look and see what you get inside the box. Accessory pack there. And the NAS itself. Now before we have a look at the NAS itself, I'll have a look in the accessory box here. So included you get extra screws, a set of keys, that's so you can lock the bays in the front there, 2 black Ethernet cables, and your standard PC power cable. So the front looks like a standard Synology NAS. It's got the activity lights there and also the LAN activity lights, as well as the power button right in the middle there. The trays come out by pushing in on the bay and then pulling out. And new hard drives can be inserted by pulling out the little side pieces of plastic here, placing the hard drive in with the ports facing out, like that, then clip the plastic rails back into place and slide the hard drive back in place, press fairly firmly at the top, and the drive is inside and ready to go. Do that for the rest of the 6 bays and you're set. Now on the back we've got the 2 fans there, we've got the power connector over here. To both sides we've got 2 eSATA connections, then we've got 2 USB ports and 4 LAN ports. As well as over here we've got the PCIe expansion slot. Now something that I wasn't actually aware of until just recently is that the naming scheme of Synology NASs actually does mean something. And I'm explaining this with the back here so I can explain something else in just a second. So the 1618 Plus, the 18 is actually the year. So this is the 2018 model, whereas the 16 in front of that means how many drives this is actually capable of running. Now you may be thinking, well, hang on, this is a 6-bay NAS, not a 16-bay NAS. Well, that's where it becomes really interesting. The 2 eSATA connections there means that you can actually hook up 2 5-bay expansion units to this 6-bay NAS. So with the 2 5 bays plus 6, that of course equals 16. So if you're ever looking on the Synology NAS website and you wanted to figure out, okay, why is it called the 3018XS? Well, 30 meaning how many drives it can actually handle with expansion bays. How awesome is that? So when it comes to specs, this is a quad-core Intel Atom-based 2.1 GHz 64-bit CPU inside. It comes standard with 4 GB of DDR4 memory, which means with expanding this, you can actually expand it up to 32 GB. So that's 2 16 GB modules that you can put in here, if you take out the 4 GB that's already in there. So having the DDR4 capabilities inside this unit does mean that you can have more RAM, which means that you can run more packages and also things like Office packages like Mail and Moments and all those other packages that are out there, as well as Virtual Machine Manager Pro, which is something I'll talk a little bit more about at the end of this video. So that's the DS1618 Plus unit from Synology. Oh, I almost forgot as well, the reason why you'd want 6-bay NAS instead of say a 5-bay NAS. One of the things with a RAID 5 setup is that you need 3 disks in order to get that running. So you could have 2 volumes in here of RAID 5 spanning over 3 disks. So that's why in particular a 6-bay NAS would be quite important, and it's been a feature request from Synology for quite some time. So that's why a 6-bay NAS would be more useful to you if you're looking at running 2 volumes of RAID 5. How awesome is that? Now one of the things that you might be interested in is C2 backup. Now there are a lot of different cloud services out there like Google Drive and OneDrive and so forth, and they're controlled by relatively large companies where you don't actually have a lot of control over what happens with your cloud storage. And that's where Synology's own C2 backup comes in. So C2 backup is Synology's answer to those other cloud services that are out there. But in saying that, it was built from the ground up and is completely controlled by Synology themselves. So what this basically means is that with other cloud providers out there, they change their API all the time, add features or remove features. But with Synology controlling their own cloud service, it means that you can make feature requests straight to the company itself. Which, if you know, like trying to talk to Google, it just doesn't happen. Like, you can't feature request with Google. It just doesn't work. So with Synology C2 backup, that's something that if you're interested in certain features, then you can actually request that in-house. So the other thing with their C2 backup service is that it was built from the ground up and they've got their servers located in Germany at the moment. Fun fact, Germany is actually one of the biggest users of Synology NAS. So if you're a German Synology user, make sure you leave me a comment down below and let me know. Now, Synology will be expanding their servers to other countries later down the track. So with that said, they are offering a 30-day free trial with the C2 backup. So check out the link in the description below, and also you can check out their plans. For people that need a set amount, there's the plan 1. Otherwise, there's plan 2 for people that might need quite a large amount of data for their backup solutions. So why would you use C2 backup? Well, it just adds another layer of protection on top of having your Synology NAS. If anything does happen, then you've always got that C2 backup there, ready to retrieve any of those important files. So now jumping back to what I was mentioning before about the VMM Pro or Virtual Machine Manager Pro package for Synology NAS units. Now what I'm doing, you may have seen it in a previous video, but I am launching a giveaway of a 1-year Virtual Machine Manager Pro package. So this gets you all the extra features of Virtual Machine Manager that you don't get with the free version. So if you've got a Synology NAS that is compatible or you're already using it, then this is the competition for you. So like in my previous video, all you've got to do to enter this competition is to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and also sign up to my email list, which is just for Synology people. So what I'm going to use this email list for is contacting you directly with Synology related news, such as new videos that I release and tutorials, any future competitions that I've got, which I've got a couple actually lined up, so stick around for those. And lastly, any other Synology related news that I think that you should know about. So I'm going to limit the emails to the maximum of once a week, but generally it'll be every 2 weeks to 4 weeks. So I'm not going to be spamming you every single day, so don't worry about that. So like I said, to enter the competition, subscribe, like this video, and sign up to my email list. Full details for the competition are down below, including the end date. And if this video has already passed the end date, don't worry, because signing up to that email list will guarantee that I'll reach out to you and let you know of any further competitions that are coming up on this channel. So with that said, thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate your support and just your subscription and liking this video. It really does mean a lot to me. I'm working really hard to get back on track, especially after the birth of my son. So if you can share this video with different sources out there on the internet, that would be really fantastic. It would really help me a lot. And don't forget to hit that bell icon too, because YouTube is a bit funny with notifying you of when the videos come out. So hitting that bell notification may actually increase the chances of you being notified when I do release a new video. But in saying that, thanks again for everything. And as always, imagine, learn, create.